The beginning of May, teachers choose an 8th grader and continue to pray for them throughout the month of May. And then today, we get to reveal which teacher has been praying for which 8th grader. 8th graders also create Beatitudes with one another in language arts class, kind of remembering things all the way from their beginning days until now that kind of give special characteristics to special friends and fellow students. So here we go.
Please stand when we are reading your Beatitude. Blessed be Lisbeth, for her contagious smile and laugh. She is such a great friend that always has your back. She is never hesitant to give you a high five or start a conversation. If you are having trouble in Spanish, she can help you with her homework, no problem. Lisbeth really made 7th and 8th grade better for all of us. Praying for Lisbeth was Mrs. Swanson.
Page to grade. For she is the most genuine, down-to-earth girl you'll ever have the pleasure of meeting. We are all blessed to have spent this time with her. Besides the fact that she is funny, she is also intelligent, kind, and much more. She has taught us the beauty of friendship and laughter. Paige has an affinity for turning down that frown upside down. Her sense of humor and constant singing will light up your day. She's your best friend in the halls and nothing but your competition on the soccer field. If you ask her where she got that bruise, I promise you she won't know. We will forever remember the twinkle in her eyes and the smile on her face. She's a phenomenal athlete, student, friend, and person. You'll never find a soul quite like hers. Praying for Paige DeGrave was Mrs. Herman in room 12.
Blessed be Isaac Delbo, for he is a great person and a great friend to have. Just tell him your problems and he will be by your side. He always works hard and with a smile on his face. He is the funniest friend in the world, a great soccer player, and an amazing football techers, and has a wonderful British accent. Not to mention, he has ridiculous laughter outbursts. He is a very nice guy and a wonderful friend that anyone would want. Praying for Isaac was Mr. Byer.
Blessed be Zach, for he is amazing at art. Zach could draw anything that he could think of. He also knows a lot about spiders, and he would gross us out with all of his spider facts. He's very quiet, but he has a lot more open if you take the time to talk to him. Zach is a great person to everyone he comes in contact with. He has an amazing personality that he shares with all of his friends. You are a great friend to have, and we wish you the best. Praying for Zach was Mrs. Henchek in room 3.
Blessed be Margaret, for she is the most genuine person you will ever meet. Despite her klutziness, she brings a special energy to any sports team. Margaret is smart, kind-hearted, and generous. She is unwavering in her loyalty to her friends. She has the purest heart and is a great hugger. You can always count on her to stop in the middle of a hurdles race when you fall, just to be sure that you are okay. Margaret has a vibrant personality that lights up a room. She has the ability to make any situation hilarious or awkward, and her laugh is contagious. She is very charming and easy to talk to. She is the strongest person you will ever meet, even if she doesn't know it. Blessed be Margaret, for she is constantly putting others before herself. Praying for Margaret was Mrs. Blahnik.
For he is not just an all-around great athlete, but an all-around great person as well. He's addicted to protein, in a good way, and can find protein in any food. He is one of the smartest people around. Nothing can hold back Jack. Injuries, getting good grades, relationships, he is truly unstoppable. If you ever need to talk to him about something, he is there and he will listen. He is truly amazing at every sport he picks up, and a beast on the triathlon course. He can always make you laugh, no matter if his jokes are bad or good, or make no sense. He is a role model for all of us and a friend to everyone. Praying for Jack was Miss Dudzik.
Blessed be Paige Dessart. For her outstanding abilities, she is an amazing athlete in every sport she plays. Paige is such a great friend and will always have your back. She is the kind of girl who, when you first meet her, feel as though you've known her your whole life. Her personality is a ray of colors and completely reflects who she is. She has a very contagious smile that will brighten your day. Whenever you need someone to cheer you up, Paige is definitely the one that will. In fact, she is always willing to put friends, teammates, and others before herself. She can always make you laugh by telling one of her Laffy Taffy jokes that she thinks are just so funny. You can also count on Paige to always win when it comes to eating the most food. Her bright yellow hair can light up the room. Blessed be Dessart, for she is one of the most warm-hearted friends you will ever find. It's no doubt that St. Bernard's will miss her. Praying for Paige Dessart was Mrs. Kramer.
Blessed be Will, for he is a wild card. You'll never quite know what he's going to do next. Every time you're with Will, you will always learn 2 or more movie quotes from either Ferris Bueller or Meatballs. Will is famously known for finding out a joke and beating it like a dead horse to the point where it's not even funny anymore. He is also one of the best storytellers you'll ever meet. Even if he exaggerates or makes himself look a little better than everyone else, he always makes it worth listening to. When you aren't having a good day, Will is always there to use his amazing sense of humor and make it better. Willie D is such an amazing athlete and good at whatever he does, like track, basketball, and football. Don't forget that he will be the best golfer you're going to see in your entire life. We will all miss Will and him pretending to be a Subway employee. Praying for Will with Mrs. Carnot.
Blessed be Christina, for always having a smile on her face that can make your day. Although she's quiet, she is one of the kindest and most friendly people in the world. She always makes good jokes that make others laugh. Christina lights up the room with her contagious laugh. Praying for Christina was Mrs. Thomas.
Blessed be Chantal, for her heart of gold and sense of humor. She can always make everyone laugh, even if it's not on purpose. She's a cool cat and interesting friend. She can make you smile in minutes. Blessed be Chantal for her drawings that are nothing short of perfection. She is a great person and an even better friend. Chantal is the biggest FC Barcelona fan you'll ever find, and is secretly a great dirt biker and has a great attitude. Her jokes are always funny, even when they are about you. Praying for Chantal was Miss Montaigne.
Blessed be Emma, for she is the most hardworking person you will ever meet. She is so devoted to track that she has not one, but 2 records to prove it. Not to mention she even broke one of them twice. You can always count on her to finish with the lead for your 4x200 relay team. She is an equally great athlete as she is a teammate. You can always find her on the court, on the field, or on the sidelines, spreading positivity and laughing alongside her teammates. She never fails to make you laugh with her witty comebacks and smart remarks. No matter how you are feeling, Emma can make you feel better simply by singing High School Musical or pushing a pull door. Emma is caring, trustworthy, intelligent, and ultimately one of a kind. Praying for Emma was Miss Van Dyke.
Blessed be Robert, for he will always remain the classmate who can make you smile just by laughing. His sense of humor, special style of athleticism, and goofy comments shared throughout the classroom are some of the few qualities that this graduating class will never forget about him. One of the greatest things Robert brought to this graduating class was his extreme jokes and comments made throughout every class. Despite his loud personality, he is one of the most supportive classmates. He is a great friend who is super nice and kind. Praying for Robert was Mrs. Kaler.
Blessed be Tyler. On his knowledge of farming and cutting grass. He's passionate about doing Larry Dufek impressions and watching some FaZe Clan. He will make you laugh every day and tell you that Jordy Nelson is the best. Tyler loves all the tractors he can find and is looking forward to someday starting a farm with Will called JD Farms. Praying for Tyler was Mrs. D'Angelo.
Blessed be Allison, for she has a smile that will light up a room. She is amazing at soccer. Her personality and humor can make your day. She is a loyal friend who is there for you through the good and the bad times, always with a shoulder to cry on. We will never forget how she always had a huge collection of miniature hand sanitizers. Her laugh and wittiness will be greatly missed. Praying for Allison was Miss Zuliger.
Blessed be Grace, for her irreplaceable personality and taste in music that is beyond compare. She gives the best hugs in the world and will always be there to help a friend out. She is an amazing athlete, but she never brags about it. She is a one-of-a-kind person, and it is an honor to be her friend. Praying for Grace was Mrs. DeClean.
Blessed be Isaac Quesada. For despite his quiet personality, he never failed to impress his classmates with his artistic ability. Although you rarely hear him say more than 10 words, when he does talk, he never fails to make you laugh. He has an indescribable sense of humor. He is great at drawing, especially Mario, and if you ask him about Nintendo, he can always answer your questions. Blessed be Isaac, for he is a dependable person who everyone can count on. Whether you know it or not, he will always be there to help a friend. He has a great personality, and he is an awesome friend and a very kind person. Praying for Isaac was Miss Howlett.
Blessed be Maya, for she is a 10-10 baller. Not only is she a one-of-a-kind baller, she also kills it in the 200-meter. Consider yourself lucky if you ever gain the privilege of being on the same team as Maya. Her funny faces will not only create odd facial conversations, but also a room full of laughter. She is one of the kindest people you will ever meet. Whether she is cracking jokes at a track practice or doing her best burrito impression, Maya never fails to make the most of every moment. P.S. Bayport still isn't a college. Praying for Maya was Miss Zipper.
Blessed be Mitchell, for he'll warm your heart with his goofy grin. He's an exceptional athlete. He even managed to beat Emma once during track. His heart is as kind as his humor is sarcastic. To go along with that, he has great sportsmanship and will always make sure to include everyone. Mitchell will stand up for people in times of need, not because he's expected to, but because he genuinely cares for others. He's a funny guy that will never fail to make you laugh or smile without even trying. He is a loyal friend and one you'll never forget. If there's something you need to tell someone, he is your guide because he will respect what you have to say. He will also be the first travel agent to guide you to Anna, Montana, and take you to a road trip to Alaska. Praying for Mitchell was Mrs. McDonald.
Blessed be Drew, for making any situation be filled with laughter. Drew can always brighten up someone's mood with either his questionable good jokes or just his great and funny personality. Drew always has the most mischievous faces that can make anyone laugh at any point in time of the day. Drew has always had a kind-hearted and lovable personality. He is a great friend that will always have your back. Don't forget that Drew also loves his cats. Some people may say a man's best friend is a dog, but not for him. Praying for Drew was Father Mark.
Blessed be Maddie, for she is a great friend and fun to be around. She never fails to make her classmates smile. Maddie is a great softball player, volleyball player, and of course, let's not forget, the secret weapon in dodgeball. Maddie loves to talk about riding dirt bikes and her favorite show, Supernatural. Whenever we see a flannel shirt, we will think of Maddie because she has the best flannels ever. Maddie is the sweetest girl you'll ever meet, and she is a really trustworthy friend. Praying for Maddie was Mrs. Soderdahl.
Blessed be Chance, for he is an energetic person who likes to see others laugh. At times he can be serious, but overall he is a great friend to all. To his peers, he is known as a wild card. You never know what he'll say or do next. He's a gamer that can rock out to his crazy loud black metal songs. He never fails to lighten the mood with the funniest, most mysterious sounds and noises known to man. He is the kind of friend that will stand up for you. Chance has a friendly attitude in class, and we all wish him the best at Notre Dame next year. His hysterical personality and signature smile will never be forgotten. Praying for Chance was Miss Etter.
Blessed be Josh. Josh, oh my gosh, for he is an amazing hunter and has great taste in music. As an athlete, he succeeds at anything he tries, and as a member in the jazz band, he is the best saxophone player there is. He also makes an excellent shield when dandelions are being thrown around him at a track meet. Josh can always lighten the mood with constant jokes. You can always count on him for being a friend and a shoulder to lean on. He will always be remembered as a guy with so many nicknames like Joshy Washy 002, White Lightning, and a younger version of Sergio Ramos. Blessed be Josh for all the workouts in the back of the religion room. Never changed, Josh Goro. Praying for Josh was Mrs. Walk.
Blessed be Teresa. For her artistic abilities will blow your mind. She is one of the sweetest people you will ever meet. Her love for reading, especially the Harry Potter series, is beyond compare. She is a genuine friend that anyone can rely on. She has outstanding instrumental capabilities, and it is amazing to hear her play the flute. Her compassion and empathy is easily seen by those around her. Blessed be Teresa, for she will always be known as Terry. Praying for Teresa was Miss Denrider.
Blessed be Trent. For being the only 8th grade trumpet player in band, his love of baseball, and his big smile. He will always be remembered as Trant to his friends. He will also be remembered for always being the one to cheer you up and his love for fishing and hunting. Trent will always be remembered for having the OG Minecraft hacks in 5th grade. If you ever need help in science, he is the one to go to. We will never forget your love for logic and having a sick playlist of your favorite beats. Praying for Trent was Mr. Hainan.
Blessed be Griffin. For his hilarious personality. From the weird noises to his funny jokes, he will always have the whole class laughing. He will always be remembered as a Griffon to his friends. He is a baller on and off the court and can play a mean cowbell. Blessed be Griffin, for if you are ever feeling down, you should come talk to him because he will make your day. He is also the one to ask for homework help because he will never deny helping you. Griffin is an amazing athlete and knows everything to know about sports. Whenever he smiles, it is impossible not to smile back. Praying for Griffin was Mrs. Hess.
Blessed be Sam. For she is the most caring and loving person. She can make anyone smile at any time. She also has an unconditional love for animals. Sam has a fantastic attitude toward others and towards her schoolwork. Her smile is very contagious. I promise you, once you get to know her, you will understand her wonderful personality. Praying for Sam was Mrs. Balsa.
Blessed be Tavius, for we all know that he secretly is fast and funny. He is a good friend to everyone and will always help others. Tavius may seem a little crazy at first, but once you get to know him, you will realize he is such a good guy. Whenever he says something, the whole class will laugh, including the teacher. He is such a funny person to be around. Thank you for being yourself. Praying for Tavius was Miss Baltus.
Blessed be Emily, for she is the most dependable and selfless person you will ever meet. She is endlessly kind to everyone and can light up any room when she walks in. She is a dedicated athlete and an incredible friend. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or someone to jam Beyonce with, Emily is your gal. She is extremely smart and always willing to help her classmates. Emily is constantly smiling. Her sarcastic humor and positive energy make her the kind of person everyone wants to be around. Her quirky personality makes her both unique and admirable. She is strong-willed and brilliant. Although Emily has had 2, or was it 3, concussions, we pity the person who tries to go against her in volleyball or tennis. Blessed be Emily, for she will continue to do hurdles even after she trips in the middle of a race. Praying for Emily was Miss Phillips.
Blessed be Ava, for you can hear her talking from 3 doors down. You cannot find her a seat in class while she'll be silent. Even if you put her in a corner facing a wall, she'll always find a way. Her sense of humor and series of laughs will be greatly missed as she graduates from St. Bernard's. Whenever you would be feeling down, Ava always managed to be there to cheer you up. You can always count on Ava to have your back, provide you with laughter, and of course, join you in singing High School Musical and Starstruck. She would always say what was on her mind and ask questions that most people were afraid to ask. She is one of those people who is willing to try just about anything, including the high bar found on our playground, even if that means she's stuck up there for the rest of recess. Ava would always support her basketball team by chucking up a three-pointer and always making it. Blessed be Ava for her ear-to-ear smile and heart of gold. We are forever remembering her iconic blonde moments. Praying for Ava was Mrs. Petton.
Blessed be Ben. For his amazing personality, his smile always lights up the room. Ben always has your back and is a great friend to all. He always has a joke that can make you laugh. We all admire his bravery for being different and going to De Pere High School. We know that with his amazing personality, he will make many friends. Ben may not get too much work done in school, but you're bound to have a great conversation with him. His care for others will never stop. Praying for Ben was Mrs. Ledna.
Blessed be Audrey, for her love of animals of all varieties. Even classmates who rarely talked to Audrey could identify her strong passion for horseback riding and knowledge of animals that she continued to share each day. Her clever and occasionally straightforward sense of humor had the ability to make every one of her classmates laugh within seconds of hearing the joke or comment. Her quick wit often let you spontaneous at the pure randomness which she brought about. Blessed be Audrey for her honesty, unique personality, and sweet nature. Despite any given scenario, she was always capable of lighting up each and every room she walked in. She has left an everlasting impression on each of her peers, teachers, and friends. It's no doubt that her concern for all animals and matter-of-fact personality will be greatly missed as she begins 9th grade. Praying for Audrey was Mrs. Bolin.
Blessed be Melissa, for she is a never-ending smile. She is such a great friend to everyone and will always help you when you fall. You will never find a friend quite as genuine as her. If you need someone to make you laugh, just ask Melissa because she will tell you some never-ending jokes that make no sense. She has a contagious laugh that can brighten anyone's day. Her attitude in school and on the basketball court will be greatly missed as she graduates. Praying for Melissa was Miss Ariana.
Blessed be CJ. For he is a very good athlete and a very intelligent person. He can come off very energetic, but when he needs to focus, he will put his mind to it. You can always catch him in religion with Mr. Hainan's trusty purple flower pen. CJ is an amazing basketball player, and he won't let a broken leg stop him from pursuing his future. It seems as if his leg is a hot spot for injuries, so I wouldn't touch it. He is hilarious and very outgoing with a big heart. He is a really great friend to hang around, especially on long bus rides. CJ is one of the nicest people you will ever meet. Praying for CJ was Mr. Kressel.
an interesting person, whether he was making you laugh or telling you about a meme he just found. He is very generous in all that he does. His sense of humor is the best. He will always be the one to cheer you up. Did I mention that he can ball hard out on the baseball field? Blessed be Tyus for his bubbly personality. Praying for Tyus was Mrs. Lonnie.
And last, but certainly not least, blessed be Andrew. Or according to this, spooky Andrewski. Andrew always has the best memes and funniest jokes. He will always be making jokes at the most random times, which made the jokes even funnier. He can make anyone laugh just by his facial expressions he makes. Sometimes, he might laugh too hard and turn purplish, which makes people laugh even more. Andrew is just a great friend. If you are ever struggling on your computer or phone, he is someone you would like to go to. Andrew is a technology expert. He knows it all. Andrew is also one of the best saxophone players. He plays the instrument like there is no tomorrow. He is a great Boy Scout and is close to becoming an Eagle Scout. If you are ever driving down the road in the future, don't be surprised if you hear his deep voice as a radio host. Praying for Andrew was Mr. Lemke.